Yes, Zachary.
Oh, let's go.
Nice and fogged up.
That's perfect, that is.
Do you have your
Oh yeah, I got a...
I'm not a particularly community-orientated person. That's the thing with moving to different areas and different places, is you'll see so many different types of people and characters, but you'll also see a lot of the same people sometimes, if that makes... Like, you'll see the really hateful people, but then you'll also see like lots of the really nice people, and it's such a weird thing, moving across countries and schools, and then you'll see people and you're like, oh, you really remind me of that person. I'm going to stay away from you now. But because I've had that experience with another person who's like that, like, where it's like certain characteristics of how they will be a bit more self-centered sometimes, and I'm like, I'm not a particularly big fan of that. I know how those sort of things end.
Yeah.
And I'm like, I'm gonna step away from that. It's like, oh, you're saying that sort of hateful stuff. That's not for me. I know someone who like that and what happened to them. And it's like, when you've lived in the same place your whole life, you might not have seen the same amount of people. And it's like, but that might be just because I've never lived somewhere long enough to become like a proper part of the community. I knew that when moving, you can't be too attached to things you already have. I do love a map. Because I just like hand-drawn maps. These aren't hand-drawn, but I would love some more hand-drawn maps. They're beautiful. It's a bit of a nerdy thing to like, old maps, but maps cool. Maps cool. And that's the thing with meeting new people, is that you'll see different places in different lights. Like, I'll know some people from this area who'll go, oh, I hate Portsmouth. It's shit, it's stinky, which it is. But then I'll meet some people who say, oh, I really like Portsmouth. There's actually a lot going on, and the more you think about it, yeah, it is like, I feel Manchester is more of like a community, even though I feel like it is becoming a bit more Londonised. People are friendly. Like, I remember during freshers, I know it's freshers, but like, you'd go in your flat, you'd knock on the doors, you go, hi, you're right, I'm so-and-so. Or flat next door, you go chat to the flat next door. And you end up having 50 odd people in your kitchen having a chat. And it's like a non-hostile environment, people from all over with different backgrounds. But it's nice, and like, breaking down these barriers, I wish it just happened more, but kind of the modern culture that's kind of being pushed is that you should be very family orientated rather than community orientated. And there's nothing wrong with being family orientated at all, but you should be a family within a community. From being like really ill in Manchester, and then my dad becoming ill at the same time, and both of us having to go to hospital for different reasons, it wasn't family that helped me get out of that situation, even though they were good. It was my friends. I had one mate bring me some soup, and I'm not massively close with someone, but they brought me soup, and I was like, what a legend.
That's so cute.
And I had a friend offer to give me some of their antibiotics that they had left over from when they had tonsillitis, and it's like, my girlfriend drove 5 hours up to Manchester to come pick me up, and it's like, these are the people who I can trust, who are like a part of my community, and I know if they're ever in trouble, I'll go help them. Not just because they help me, but because supporting people is such a nicer thing. And from where I've lived and my experience, the more you support people and the more the area supports each other, the happier place you'll live in. When people are so like doing their own thing and building this fence and that fence, and you're hiding away in trying to live in your own little space, it's kind of, it creates like more of a toxic environment. Way. Oh.